If I was to describe Bristol as a personality, it would probably be, or it'd definitely be creative.
Bristol's quite an old city. There's always renovation, or they're replacing, or perhaps rebuilding buildings that are already there.
I met my boyfriend and he was telling me everything about parkour, and I found it really interesting, kind of philosophical in some respects.
It's the idea of not having obstacles, and if there is an obstacle, getting over that.
It was one of those sneak out the back of the house kind of jobs in the middle of the night. My heart was racing the entire time. I was looking at Banksy and I was thinking, I could do that. The first time I did it was, without a doubt, the best, because it was just so exciting and scary, because I was so paranoid because I thought the police were around every corner. But just painting and then going back the next day and seeing it, and after weeks and months had passed, like just hearing people say that they enjoy walking through the park to see it, it just makes me feel great about what I do.
Sometimes when you're doing parkour, the security guards, they do come out and say, like, they inquire, like, what are you doing? And then sometimes when you explain it to them, they seem to be like, oh, that's cool.
Probably my favourite time doing graffiti was when I did this little volunteer initiative thing in my hometown, where we painted little underpasses that people could walk through underneath this roundabout, which was quite a dingy place, but this initiative brought loads of artists together and really brightened the place up.
Everyone was like training together, and it was really nice because it was just like, it just seemed like a couple of friends having fun and like helping each other along and like encouraging each other to like try new things and to be safe as well as we do it. And it just seemed like there was no obstacles to what you could achieve.
It's really important to allow people in that community to express themselves. It just makes me feel so great to feel like I'm in such a vibrant community of artists that all love what they do. So it makes me feel like I'm not alone in my love for art.
Sometimes it can feel quite like mentally demanding because you have to get like your mind in the game. You have to like realize that you could harm yourself potentially, but you have to like at least try it. And because there's those people around you, you know that if something bad does happen, you'll be safe because you have people that will look after you.
It's just kind of a stamp of the society in that city, and I think it's really important to allow people in that community to express themselves. How I feel when I'm doing it is hard to describe. It's just, I get such a sense of fulfillment out of it. It feels like I'm fulfilling my passion. If you've got a message, then send a message, but just being obscene for the sake of it is not something I would like to do.
Well, it doesn't really matter what people think of what you're doing as long as it's true to you and it's what you want to do.
I don't care, I really don't care. I do it because I enjoy it and it challenges me and it's self-development, so if people don't like it, then they cannot like it without me caring.
My friends and family are quite supportive, really. Like at first, my mum and dad were a little bit shocked that I'd done some not so legal pieces of artwork, but when they actually saw them around the neighbourhood, they thought they were quite clever and it wasn't like I'd done something obscene.
Sometimes in parkour, they're not just your friends, they're also your family, because they don't only just encourage you, they also help you, they're there for you, and they're always there if you need like a helping hand.
My friends think it's amazing. They've seen my videos, they love it. Family, not as much, they hate me going on rooftops. They hate the fact that if I fall, that could be it.
They think that it's not a very good idea Firstly, because I am a girl, they think that girls shouldn't be doing stuff that is quite physically demanding. But I find that it kind of makes me more determined in some respects, because when people say you shouldn't be doing this because of your gender, it makes you think, well, who are you to say that? When someone thinks that you're going to do something negative and you're actually doing something to be positive, it kind of makes you feel like, well, you obviously don't understand why we're doing it.
If we're on public property and we don't know about it, then yeah, they assume that we are trying to damage. Or if we're on rooftops, often it's that we're breaking and entering.
You see like a really bad stereotype of people that rob buildings, like steal stuff, and they kind of link that with parkour. You obviously got more of an advantage to climbing up things, and if you don't understand, then let us tell you, not just suddenly as soon as you see us think, oh no, they're bad people, they're doing bad things, we should stop them straight away.
One time I did actually get caught, not painting, but trespassing. Luckily, I was only scoping out a spot that I was going to do. It was quite a popular spot for graffiti artists, and the police knew that and were patrolling around when they saw me. Luckily I didn't have any paints in my bag or stencils, so they couldn't pin me on that, but they did give me a caution for trespassing.
We were training on some rooftops in the middle of Bristol city centre, on top of BHS, quite a busy store, and getting on top of this building required moving in front of windows, which we didn't realise, but someone saw us and called the police. Obviously we had police officers come around like on foot around the building, and they couldn't see us, we couldn't see them, we couldn't hear them, so they had to pull out a helicopter, and we had a helicopter blasting above us. We didn't know it was for us, but it was windy, it was totally windy, and we couldn't move, and we had to stop training. And then coming down, we saw all of these police officers and all the cars and everything, and the helicopter landed far away and stuff. And yeah, we were hassled for having to get a helicopter out, and all the police cars, and trying to get. There was a big group of us. There was about 10 of us, 12 of us. So yeah, they weren't happy with us. That's the point, that's the objective of training every single day, to push yourself, to find your limit and then go past it, and then you've got a new limit, and the next day you train, you break that. People see a wall as something to stop them from entering. We see it as a challenge, not an impossible one, just a challenge.
I don't see a wall, I see a canvas, something to improve.
I feel free doing parkour. I could be myself whenever. I just love doing it.
It gives me a sense of like that I'm actually doing what I was supposed to do on this planet.
There's no obstacles in life, it's just you can be your own person, you can do what you want to do.